Hello, welcome to my channel, Healing with the Majestic Sunset. I am Artist Serena, and I will be doing a general reading, okay, for the collective. The first card is already pre-shuffled a little bit for the sake of time. And the first cards, that you see on the screen is the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, Temperance, and this Universe card. So what I'm getting is that you guys are coming into your divine inheritance. A lot of you could be earth angels. This could be a message for some earth angels out there. But you guys are coming into whatever it is you're working on will be a very abundant. Whether this is a collaboration or you just learning or enhancing your skills, whatever your gifts are and your talents. I just see that it's going to be very lucrative if you keep on that path, if you stay balanced in this healing energy. That's the first things that I see. I'm going to do a little sound therapy. So adjust your volume accordingly, please. Okay, we're going to jump right into the reading. Okay, a lot of you, that Ace of Cups just wanted to show itself. So a lot of you have been healing internally and loving yourself. You have to love yourself before you can learn how to love others, or before you can even get the love that you want to come, towards you. You have to have that same love for yourself. So the first card out is the Two of Wands. So a lot of you are in this planning stage, and I feel like you guys are definitely co-creating with the universe right now. No, the answer is no. The situation or event is not unfolding at this time. So right now, you're just in the planning stages. Nothing's popping off for you right now. So what that tells me is that you guys are going towards this energy. A lot of you have not, your divine inheritance has not been given to you yet. You guys are just working on your craft, working on your gifts. Whatever this is you're working on, you're just in the planning stages right now. You're not ready to execute on this as of now, right? You're holding back from this, and you're also protecting your energy with this Four of Pentacles and the Moon. You guys are protecting your energy. You're moving in silence. You're very intuitive. Your intuition is very strong at this moment, and it's probably letting you know to whatever plans you're making is to move in silence. And you have some people that's worried, and maybe this could be also you. The Three of Pentacles at the bottom, Five of Swords here. You could have been worried about whatever it is that you're planning, but I know that you holding back your energy. That's something that's possibly new. A lot of people didn't expect this. So a lot of them could be worried. Yeah, they're worried about your ascension. That's worrying people. That's causing towers. The tower here with a judgment. So let me adjust this lighting. There we go. Maybe you guys can see a little bit better. But some people are worried about your ascension. You're not giving as much as you used to. They're not knowing what your moves are, your plans. And a lot of you are could be worried also, having some inner mental conflicts about, if your plans will work out. But with this judgment here, I believe your plans will work out. You just have to keep going. You can't give up. Yeah, you gotta keep going. Full speed ahead. So it's like you guys hitting the ground running. With this Four of Wands, you're headed straight to stability. So it's like once you get ready to execute on this plan, it's like full speed ahead. I just heard all hands on deck. So you guys are definitely going to be taking action on whatever this plan is. You guys are pretty much ready to jump right into whatever it is that you are working on, that's gonna bring you in your divine inheritance. Ace of Swords. There's a lot of truth in this, to what I'm saying. A lot of you are definitely, this is definitely, whoever resonates with this reading, you're definitely in this planning stages. The universe, you're definitely co-creating, like I said earlier, co-creating with the universe, with source. You guys are getting downloads, you're getting epiphanies about different things, constellations. So a lot of you possibly like to follow, you see that a lot of you probably are star seeds out here, and you guys are co-creating with the universe. You're getting a lot of downloads from the universe. You guys definitely are past that glass ceiling. You're seeing the truth, everything for what it is. You're seeing this truth, and the truth is that you're going to be very, very abundant and stable, very stable. And you just that's the truth. That's, you're cutting through. Like I said, you're going above this glass ceiling. When you have your awakening, you're seeing things exactly for what they are. You're seeing exactly what you need to do, the plans you need to make. If you were stuck in the past, not knowing what to do, and you're holding on, it's like that miser energy, holding on to everything that you had. If you was once in that energy because of that scarcity mindset, you definitely coming out of that. And the plans that you're making is almost like, with this Ace of Swords, that these plans will work out, because that this is something that you're supposed to be going towards. This Ace of Wands here. So this is something definitely that you will be executing, and that you will be very successful. This is like being seen, being heard, and bringing in the stability that you need, and whatever you wants you back. This Empress energy, you're definitely attracting your plans. There's Two of Wands here at the bottom of this deck. So you're definitely in this very, very abundant energy. This is present energy. So this could be unfolding in your life at this moment. You guys have done a lot of work on yourself, a lot of healing, and you've enhanced your gifts, and you're ready to take center stage with this Six of Wands here. And what you want wants you. You're a magnet. You can call in anything that you want. A lot of you are calling in this wealth due to your ascension. You're on the same vibration of your desires. That's what I'm seeing. You're coming into alignment. You're becoming one with the co-creator, the universe. Four Wands finally came out. Lots of stability. A lot of you are trying to manifest a home. Ace of Wands here. A new home for yourself. You just want a beautiful, stable environment for your friends. I wasn't meaning to say friends. I meant to say your children. But a lot of you will be meeting new friends, people that are part of your soul tribe, people that will celebrate you. And I also see this as being a housewarming. where you will invite whoever you deem as a friend at that moment. But I see a housewarming, but I mostly see, you having a good time with yourself, with your spirit team, and with your children, whoever will be living with you at this new home. Because that's what I see. A lot of you are, you're manifesting a nice, stable environment for yourself and your family. So let's see what's hidden. Make sure you can see this. Ten of Wands. What could be hidden possibly is it will be a lot of work, but it will pay off. But a lot of you are dropping some burdens in your life, things that no longer suit you. Oh shoot. With this convertible, a lot of things are, changing. You're definitely gonna be dropping some burdens. Love. Okay. So this burden that you guys were carrying is possibly a heavy heart. Things due to past love interests. Things that were burdensome, worrisome. A lot of you are dropping emotional baggage, a lot of emotional baggage. This is the Knight of Swords here with the Chariot. So it looked like somebody gonna be hot on your tail. Somebody that you probably had a lot of emotional anguish from, possibly. But this Knight of Swords and this Chariot, somebody is definitely wanting to balance something out with you. Yeah, somebody is definitely trying to manifest you. They want to work on this relationship. But I see you also, you're running away from all these burdens. You're manifesting a new life. Something else you're working on. This could also be your job. You could be manifesting a new way of making income. A lot of you are very focused on whatever this you're mastering right now. You're definitely becoming the master of your own life, but you're mastering how to call in everything that you want. With this Five of Cups, somebody sees you're very passionate about going towards something new. This Five of Cups, somebody is in grief, heavy grief. This person that wants to come towards you and balance some things out, this person knows that they were a burden to you. They know that they hurt you deeply. And, this person is in some grief. And this also could have been you in some grief. If you had some heavy burdens emotionally, of course, at some point you grieve this and you're letting it go. And it's possible that you just surrendered whatever this was that was emotionally taxing. You surrendered this, but someone knows you're going towards new passions, and so you're leaving burdens behind. Strength. Yeah, you're strong enough. You're definitely strong enough to overcome all of these obstacles that you've been going through. This person that you are surrendering, this person, possibly this is a person that felt your peaceful energy. With this line here, he's resting with her. This is someone that felt a lot of peace from you. Like I said, this message is definitely for an earth angel, definitely. They felt your peace. Yeah, your abundance. Look at this. This grapes. They felt this abundant energy off of you. They could rest and they can go to sleep beside you. This is someone you possibly that would fall asleep in your presence because they felt this angelic energy off you with this temperance here, with this strength, and that's kind of what it's reminding me of, someone that's very, very peaceful. Um, and it's like that energy is just who you are, you know, that abundance. That's all I can see is that infinity sign above her head. It's like you're very, very abundant, very magnetic. This person knows this. You are you're getting your wishes. This is a very beautiful reading. So whoever you are, you have definitely done the work with this Ace of Wands here. You're passionate about something that you are mastering, something that's bringing you a lot of inner happiness. And just dropping these burdens alone will cause you to be in this celebratory energy. And Ace of Wands came out. So you guys are going towards something passionate, very new. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So you guys are very, very abundant. You have very abundant energy. If you met whatever it is that you would like, you on the frequency of getting your heart's desires. You have been doing the work. I'm not talking to somebody that's just starting. You are someone who is on this journey and you've been healing a lot of your childhood wounds, a lot of past emotional traumas. Ten of Wands here. You're dropping all of those burdens. Page of Wands. You're going towards something else passionately. You packed light. And now that you're lighter, like the scales of my eye, your heart had to be light as a feather. You couldn't go anywhere with this heavy heart, with this heart, your heart chakra being blocked and so heavy. You had to get that into alignment. And now that you are in alignment with the Most High, the universe, the source of all, that's all I see is this universe, and this Ace of Swords is like the source of all, cutting through all the chatter, cutting through all the BS, and you're going towards all of your hopes and your dreams. They are coming true. You're going towards them. You are definitely going towards everything that you always wanted. And if any of you were feeling depressed, that is definitely being lifted by you just walking away from anything that does not emotionally support you, support your highest good. Anything that doesn't support this ascension, you are walking away from it. And that's gonna it's like you painting the sun back into your sky. You dropping these burdens, people, places, things, this emotional turmoil that you were in. Right, High Priestess. And you're moving in silence. You're very intuitive. You're not telling anybody what you're working on. It's like you're just gonna, whatever it is that you have mastered, you're just gonna come out. You're just making plans behind the scene. And you're not telling your left hand what your right hand is doing. You're not exposing this. A lot of you are just gonna be leaving a relationship. A lot of you are gonna be leaving a relationship, and you're gonna just walk away from it if you hadn't already walked away from a relationship that's bringing you in a lots of burdens. Because you could still be in this relationship with this person that's bringing you this burden, and they are trying to stop you before you actually leave, because they already know where you're headed to. Somebody is sitting back watching your growth. That's what I see. They're watching your growth. The builder, focus, diligent, makes things to last. So whatever this is you're working on, this is your energy. And these people that you're leaving behind, they already know. You're optimists. They already see that, the opportunity, you're going towards your opportunities. And this is something also that you just inherently knows. It's like, you are one with the universe. You know who your creator is, who co-creates with you. You know, you know that you are co-created with the universe. It's like, the truth. The truth has been revealed to you, and whether you're not revealing this to anybody, but whoever this person is, it's possible that this person has been watching your growth. They saw you going from a very depressed state to being, very optimistic in your energy. Even if you don't show it outwardly, your energy signature has changed. And this person is knowing that you're going towards the things that you truly, truly like and love. They know that you're going towards this. And it has them worried. Let's see what your current environment is right now. Let's see. Three of Pentacles. This is what you're doing. Your current environment. You are, this collaboration, I'm seeing this collaboration as being a collaboration with the Most High, King of Cups. This very loving energy that you're in, this angelic energy that you're in, you're co-creating, and you're coming into partnerships with divine source. That's what I see this as. You were an apprentice at some point. A lot of you had to go and enhance your gift. You probably had to, do some studying, and, probably writing some downloads down, whatever things that, was that the Most High and your beloved ancestors was revealing to you. A lot of you are writing down your dreams, your thoughts, and those downloads, those dreams, and those things, whatever it is that you use to enhance your spiritual gift, your given talents, bodybuilder, power, strength. Like I said, you were very, very, very strong. The strength came out earlier. Gavel. So this definitely, it's like the Most High had the last say. The Most High is having the last say in your life. And you're definitely building something. Whatever this is you're building is going to bring you in a lot of physical wealth. A lot of you are working on your physical body, actually, getting stronger, exercising, because whatever it is that you're working towards, you're going to need your strength. You're going to need to be healthy. You're going to need to possibly be in shape, because you're going to be very busy. You're going to be very, very busy. The Fool, new beginnings for you because of what you're working on. The Eight of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck. So whatever it is you are mastering, you're gonna go this is gonna be your new beginning. You're falling right into this new beginning. It's like you're trusting the Most High, you trust in the universe, and you're leaning into this energy. You're leaning into this energy. Like I said earlier, you're moving in silence. You're taking action. No one sees your moves. It's hidden. You're deeply intuitive. Whoever you are, it's possible that, you're going into something very spiritual, a spiritual business. Even if you're working for someone right now, you're going into your true calling, your true spiritual calling, because it's just, this is too deep to not be something spiritual. This is definitely your calling. Even if your calling is to be some type of a counselor. That is your spiritual calling. So it doesn't have to be a spiritual business, but it's definitely your spiritual calling. Ten of Cups is gonna bring you a lot of happiness, lots of joy. You're going straight into this. Wow, this is a lot of abundance, lots of happiness. This also could be, after you get into whatever you are mastering, that love follows. Someone to share this with. Absolutely. Like I said, someone to share it with. The Lovers coming out, and Three of Pentacles. And also you might, if it's somebody you're collaborating with, a person, your person, it could be that you guys do something together in partnership, but you definitely are calling in your divine counterpart, and you are definitely in a partnership with the divine source. Definitely. you know this King of Cups was at the bottom, so it definitely could be another person that you're going to be collaborating with. Once once you make plans to put yourself out there, and you have pretty much executed this, that's when your partner is going to show up. And maybe that partner didn't show up yet because it was too many distractions, and it would have been too many distractions, and you needed to get on your destined path. Queen of Wands, go ahead. You're very beautiful, very abundant. Five of Wands. You're going to have people fighting for your attention. You're going to have people fighting to get next to you. I just hit a temptation. Is that the Temptations can't get next to you? That's what I just heard. You're going to have people fighting to get next to you. Emerald, healing. Because of your healing, you've healed a lot. And you've healed your heart. That emerald, that green, you've healed your heart. Because you was at rock bottom. You were a person that possibly was at rock bottom. Emotionally, you're somebody that loves deep, that loves very, very deep, and your heart was torn. Somebody put a lot of burdens emotionally on you, on your heart. You had to carry a lot around. Ace of Cups. You had to learn how to love yourself. This is a lot of self-love with this Queen of Wands at the bottom here. Queen of Wands. What's this? The World. So you completed many cycles in your life. You are somebody that this is a big life cycle. This is like Saturn return type of energy, but not your first. This is like your second or third Saturn return. For some of you, it could be your first Saturn return. You could be 28, 29 years old, but I'm looking at someone that's been through heavy, heavy burdens. And some people have at a young age, because this feels like more like a second or third, Saturn return type of energy. And you had to make your heart lighter. Your heart had to be light as a feather. That abundant, spicy energy was always there. It was always there. But you had to learn how to bring it out. Nine of Pentacles. So you're definitely going towards your abundance with the Nine of Swords at the bottom. Who's worried? If you have any fears about being on your own and doing this by yourself, have no fear. Fear is not of the divine source. Fear is an illusion. False evidence appearing real. That's all fear is. So have no fear. But these people, they're going to have some fears. because they didn't do their healing work if they're having this much fear. These people definitely didn't do their healing work if they're going to have this much fear about you being independent. These are people that wanted you to be emotionally codependent on them. This could also be a partner that wanted you to be financially and emotionally dependent on them, because this person knows, whoever you're leaving behind, they already know that they didn't have much to bring to this table. But you were in a broken place, and that is the only why the people that got close to you were able to keep you. That's the only reason why they were able to keep you, because you were in a broken place. You probably were emotionally dependent on, someone outside of you. You had to learn that all you needed was yourself, and you had to go and do this healing. And whoever this is that's worried, they saw you going through this healing. They saw it. They saw your transformation slowly, that you were slowly getting to where you wanted to be. But they was thinking that you staying dependent, it would slow you down and keep you stuck. Someone did not want you to get in this Queen of Wands energy, this fiery, passionate, beautiful energy that propels you forward to go towards the things that you really love and desire. Someone wanted you definitely to have your heart chakra blocked, so you couldn't be on the frequency of your true desires, because you have to be on the frequency of love. The Most High is love. And so that's a very high frequency. That's up there. You have to go through some awakenings to get on that frequency, especially if you're a person that's been very battered and brutalized, So someone was hoping that you stayed dependent, and that would keep you slowed down. They knew that you could get there, but they was hoping that it would be so slow for you that you would just give up. Yeah, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. They wanted to be the ones to give, that you always had your hand out to receive from them. That they was hoping that you always needed handouts, whether it was emotional handouts, financial, but they were just hoping that you needed someone outside of yourself. And you being co-created with the universe, everything is inside of you. The universe is inside of you. You had to be on the frequency to access what's already on the inside of you. That's it. You had to get in alignment with that, with their true desires. So a lot of you are being guided. You're internally being guided towards your inheritance, and everything you need, the universe will provide for you. Just don't stay in the energy of fear or doubt for too long. Whenever you feel that feeling of fear or doubt coming in, counteract it with something positive. Knock that down. Don't let that be your last thought. Don't let that be the last thing you think about before you close your eyes. Always push that down. Just like if somebody was coming up to you to put their hands on you, and you'll push their hand away, push that thought away, just like you'll push somebody's hand away from touching your hair, or touching your body, and you didn't give them permission to touch you, but this is very beautiful. Whoever you are, this is very, very beautiful. Let's see any last words, because we're pretty much done with this reading. And you guys have definitely surrendered to the idea you cannot fix someone. So this is somebody you probably stayed around and wanted things to get better between you two, or this person saw you going on your healing, they saw you healing your heart, and they should have jumped on a bandwagon, but instead they were hoping that you didn't get far enough to move on. They didn't see this coming. This says it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing, you know? So this is definitely this burdens, these emotional burdens that you were carrying. You were carrying the emotional burdens of people who wanted you to fix them. This could love is at the bottom of the deck. So it could be anybody. That could be family, friends, but just somebody who were like soulmates, that you had some type of a contract with, you know. So let's see. Four Wands. Four Wands to the Nine of Cups. You guys are going to be celebrating. You are headed full speed ahead towards your stability. Stability, a new home, a new life, your wishes. You're going straight towards your heart's desire. You are somebody that has done the work. And it's time for the universe to show you, in the 3D, all the work you've done on the inside. You already are abundant in the spirit. Now it's time for your physical world to catch up to where you are spiritually. This is very nice. This is very nice for someone out there who has been working on themselves. You feel abundant, but you haven't quite seen the manifestations come in yet. This is possibly your reading. Definitely. Okay. So somebody think this is not fair. Justice is a King of Pentacles. Justice in the reverse. And the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody feels like it is not fair that you get to be stable. This might be a spouse. Who is this? This might be a spouse. Yeah, somebody, they're gonna be left heartbroken. This is this like a spouse or a long-term partner. Somebody who was opposed to stepping into this role of the King of Pentacles. They're going to feel you moving on, being stable is not fair. This could also be an ex. They're going to feel like this is not fair. They're going to be left heartbroken because that abundant energy is going out with you. So that's how a lot of these people stay stable. Because even though you may have needed someone or felt you needed someone emotionally or financially, that pretty much was an illusion. You just wasn't on the frequency of your true desires because you were blocked, taking on other people's emotional baggage. Picking up a card. Oh, this card flew way in the back. Shoot. What is this? This is the Five of Wands in the reverse. So any inner conflict that you was having, you're moving away from this. Six of Swords at the bottom of this deck right here. You're moving away from conflict. And remember, the Five of Wands was right here too in the upright. So these are people that they may want to bring some conflict to you because they see you in this Queen of Wands energy moving forward, and they're going to try to stop you from moving forward. But whoever this is, they know they can't stop you. The Five of Wands in the reverse, you're no longer arguing with anybody. You're no longer asking anyone to change. You're done with that. You probably just moving in silence, and they feel your difference in energy because now you know that being stuck was an illusion. That was all an illusion, that you couldn't move forward or couldn't move on or move out. That was a freaking illusion. The Fool in the reverse. These people don't want you to, they want to keep you stuck. Eight of Swords here at the bottom. Then the Fool in the reverse. They do not want you to take this new opportunity. Somebody is holding on to you for dear life, but they cannot stop you. They cannot stop you. The only one that can stop you is you if you don't take the leap of faith. They want you to be afraid. Afraid to take that leap of faith. And this person feels like they won't have any new beginnings. Look, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse for these people. Yeah, somebody's not going to have a new beginning. Two of Cups in a relationship. You're done with somebody. This is somebody that feel like the only reason why you're going to be moving on from them is because of the work you've done on yourself, the healing. This is a person that, you'll pick a partner and you don't, you don't elevate with that partner, but you stay because you're married, or you stay because you're in a long-term relationship. You may have children. You two collaborate, put your money together to, pay your bills, but there is no growth. There was no growth in this relationship. I feel like this is someone you're currently with or someone you just breaking it off with. But whoever this is, they felt you slipping away before you walked away. And they feel like you're going to take the abundance with you. Their Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse because they're not in this abundant energy. They were piggybacking off of your energy, this beautiful energy that you had. And that's what kept these people afloat. Keeping you stuck to them kept them afloat. And it kept you feeling like your fortune was in the reverse. It made you feel like you couldn't move forward. But it's really them that couldn't move forward because they didn't have this beautiful healing energy. They never wanted you to heal. They never wanted you to heal emotionally from relationships that scarred you. They didn't want you to heal. And I see these two cards over here. They were like this together. So somebody definitely didn't want you to heal your finances, your emotions. They wanted you to be in a mess. Whoever these people are, they're definitely false. False people. They're false people. And they might be people who act like they're privileged. They act like they're abundant with this 8 here. 8/12 could be of significance to someone. August 12th could be a birthday. December 8th. But it's somebody who was pretending to be abundant with this 3 up here. Also 3/8 and 8/3. This Empress, that's Empress energy here. So somebody was acting like they were abundant off of your energy. You are the abundant one. And if they could keep you stuck, this person wanted you to stay embarrassed and trapped. That's what they wanted you to feel. Embarrassed and trapped. Definitely stuck. And whoever this is, they're ashamed of themselves. And they're very stressed. Because why? They know they're guilty. Look at how these cards are falling. Look at this. I pre-shuffled all these cards and you guys saw me pull these cards. And how are they coming out like this? Yeah, so whoever this ex is, or ex-family member or friend, whoever this is to you that was using your energy to possibly get raises on their job, get better jobs. They were using your energy. They were thriving off of your energy, and it made them very confident because they really thought it was theirs. But they know deep down it was you that possessed that energy, and that's why they wanted you to always stay where you couldn't be vulnerable. They wanted you to stay trapped in fear. embarrassed to expose who you really were. Because if they can keep you from exposing who you really were at the depths, the core of you, then they could keep you trapped in this cage like an animal while they just steal your energy. They're ashamed now because they know you see them. They know they are exposed now because you didn't mind being vulnerable and exposing yourself. They're stressed and they're guilty. But anyway, collective, this was a very, very good message. And you guys are grossed out. Look at this, grossed out, guilty. Look at it, grossed out, guilty. Why? Because you have morals and they don't. They gross you out. And this person possibly wanted to embarrass you with this furious and demoralized right here. This is a person that tried to embarrass you. This was a very aggressive person. And look at this energy. And you are a happy person. You brought the sunshine to this person's life, and they gave you rage and aggressive behavior. I mean, you just can't even make this up. But anyway, collective, this was your message. I hope you enjoyed the message. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you like how I read. And I will see you guys in the next reading on tomorrow. Okay? I love y'all, and I will see you later. Bye.